So these past few days have been quite hectic in the world of football. The European Super League has been confirmed with 12 of the biggest clubs in the world. Those 12 were Arsenal, Spurs, Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City, and Chelsea, all coming from England. Inter Milan, AC Milan, and Juventus from Italy. And lastly, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and my own favorite team, FC Barcelona from Spain. It has been some very dark days. Quotes from many football fans, legends, and overall supporters suggested that it was the end of football, a war on football, stealing the heart and soul of the sport, and so much more. I completely agree with these sentiments to some extent. I believe that it was the death of football as we know it, or at least as we grew to love it. I just wish that this is just a power play from the clubs and the league does not actually come into fruition. What was that? Oh. Well, as it appears, I'm too late. I'm uploading this on Tuesday, possibly Wednesday of, April 22nd. And the Super League is dead. Wow. It has come and gone. Well, mostly gone. So quickly that this is the only video that I'm able to make because I was far too late. Anyways, I'm still very disappointed in all the owners of the clubs that were involved, especially the likes of Barcelona, Liverpool, Manchester United. Those teams have the biggest fan bases. And as a part of FC Barcelona, I know that we have such a good fan base. And I'm disappointed in the owners that just forced these teams to join such a ridiculous league. It's so absurd. That being said, thanks to the outrage coming from the fans, pundits, and many more people who decided to speak out, all of the Prem teams decided to withdraw, with Man City being the first, which really surprised me. It was quite surprising that Man City was the first to withdraw, because you'd think with all the talk about them being such a money-oriented club that you'd think that they'd want to stay in. But no, they were actually the first to withdraw, at least the first official team to withdraw. Chelsea soon followed after that, or I think Chelsea had announced that they were in preparations. But anyways, Chelsea was another early announcer, and the rest of the English teams soon followed suit. This morning, it was found out that Atletico and the Milan clubs, both Inter and AC Milan, decided that they were also in the process of withdrawing or had already withdrawn. So that would only leave Barcelona, Juve, and Madrid. Real Madrid, that is. But Barcelona, I believe they are in the midst of putting it to a vote for the socialites of Barcelona to decide whether or not they should stay in or withdraw, which I'm very proud of. Of course, they always look to the fans, but I mean, in my opinion, they should just back out. And I'm pretty sure they will. The vote will still lean, or will still say that we should get out, but still. Anyways, also very, very big credit to the other big clubs that decided to turn down the offer, such as Bayern, Dortmund, PSG, and Porto, and so on. So many big clubs. I'm pretty sure they were invited, but they just decided not to, even though they had faced a lot of money. I'm pretty sure they offered them a lot of money, just as they did to all the other teams. And I know most of the big teams have been struggling financially, despite being such big teams, but still, these teams decided to turn down their offer, which is great on them. Massive credit to them. And even bigger thanks, yet again, to the fans. Thank you guys so much. As Gerard Pico wrote on Twitter, football belongs to the fans. And thanks to those fans who spoke out about their thoughts and protested, just like they did just before the Chelsea versus Brighton match. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because if it wasn't for you guys, it's possible that the Super League would still be up. But no, thanks to the fans, thanks to every football fan in the world who spoke their piece, the Super League is now getting suspended. I know it's only suspended for now, but still, I'm pretty sure it will not happen either way. I think it'll be shut down completely very soon. It'll be dead in the water. But also thank you to the legends such as Petr Cech and Gary Neville, who spoke about their feelings and thoughts on the Super League. Gary Neville was very upset and many people made fun of him, but I thank him for that. Because I'm sure that it sucks to be a fan of such a big club who just decided to go to such a ridiculous league that could have spelled the end of the football that we know and love. Like Gary Neville, I know that he was torn up about it. I was torn up about it. Rio Ferdinand was torn up about it. All the Liverpool players were torn up about it. I think even Jurgen Klopp was torn up about it. And yeah, I'm just so proud of those people. I think also Pep Guardiola, credit to him. I think he also spoke out against the Super League. Very good job. And thank you for your help. I know not many people are going to watch this, so it doesn't really matter, but thank you. I'm sure if you're watching this, you're a football fan, and maybe you said something that could have helped the owners of the clubs realize that they were making a huge mistake. And of course, they should still be reprimanded, but I don't really see any consequences that they could face that wouldn't hurt the club or the players or the managers. If we hurt them, I'm more than sure that we're going to hurt the club. So it's not really much we can do, at least in my opinion. But remember, football is nothing without us fans. It's nothing. Now, I understand that the league would help some of the big clubs financially, as I said before, but is the money worth ruining football and destroying the underdog stories that we've grown to love? Just think about Leicester in the Premier League a few years ago, or Ajax making it to the semi-finals with a bunch of big youngsters who no one had even heard of until those moments. Think about it. Of course, it would be great to see the big clubs face each other every week, but after a few months in, we're going to get bored of them. And then those big face-offs won't be so big anymore. And I don't think we'd see other underdog stories. And if we do, they'd be way too rare. Way too rare. Also, I feel so bad for the managers and the players because I feel like they would take on most of it. Of course, us fans, we would hate to see the ruining of football, but I feel that the players would feel it most. Of course, they love football just as much as we do. And also, they would possibly lose their chance to play for their national team and play in other competitions that would ruin their credibility and their strength and their power inside the community because they wouldn't be playing in multiple competitions. They play in only one, maybe two, because I believe the federations have decided that if they participate in the Super League, they will not be able to participate in domestic or European leagues, or they could also lose their chance at playing for their national team. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And also, another thing, UEFA are not innocent in all this. I believe they also made a new format for their Champions League, which would include 36 teams instead of 32. And according to other reports, it's going to be very similar to Super League. So I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's happening, but I will research more, and maybe I'll bring you guys more videos, more informational videos, more journalistic videos, if that's what you guys want. I would love to bring in more informational content, more journalistic content, so you guys could learn just as much as I do. Because I love learning about football, because it is the sport that I love, and I know that you guys love. Yeah. So, as I was saying, it would have been a disgrace to football if it were to go through. I know it's only suspended, but we may be getting ahead of ourselves, but I'm pretty sure it's dead. It's gone, and I'm so glad that it's ending. I'm not a journalist, but I'm trying to just voice my opinion, although it's way too late. You guys have already done the hard job. I'm just here wrapping up what was a very crazy weekend for all football fans. Yeah. But, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want more content like this, where I speak more about the current news, I'm more than happy to do it. Just I may be late because I am not good at researching, and also things pass by very quickly in the football world. I don't know if you guys knew that, but anyways, hope you guys enjoy. If you did, please do like and subscribe. Lates. Oh wait, before I go, thank you guys. One last thank you to you guys and just every fan out there in the world. This is our sport. Let's not let anyone change it. Football's for us. Lates.